Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we have a very interesting look back at what I am going to call the Just Say No New Teen Titans comic books. We have 3 of them here. One of them is actually drawn by George Perez, so that's very cool. Anyway, can't wait to show it to you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit like, share my content, and let's get right into it. Alright, so every administration, I'm not going to get political, but has I feel like each first lady has their own agenda. And Nancy Reagan's was Just Say No. And even stretching as far as doing a comic book in conjunction with DC Comics. Speedy, it's kind of fitting that he is like the protagonist on the cover, carrying this child who has fallen to the Just Say No plague. Dear friend, don't let anyone tell you you can't be a hero. You can, and you are about to learn how. Picture yourself in a battle. In fact, it is one of the most important battles our nation has ever fought. You are right in the center of combat. Sound incredible? It is all part of being a hero. I can't even read any further. The super relatable Nancy Reagan pushing her agenda here. But anyway, who cares? It's, I can't believe they did 3 of these. So this is coming out in 1983. It was interesting to note that Robin could not be a part of this because of, I guess, licensing deals, I'm sure, or whatever. Anyway, like I said, George Perez is supplying the art. I hope there's credits here. Yes, of course. Marv Wolfman, writer. George Perez, penciler. Dick Giordano, inker. Anyone who watches my channel knows is that I'm never super thrilled with Dick Giordano inks. But, especially on Perez, I don't think it's a great match. But here we are. Anyway, kind of cool. Like, of course, a very important comic book made in conjunction with the White House. Why wouldn't Dick Giordano, one of the most important men in DC Comics history, want to be part of it? Ben O'Dowd, letterer, Adrian Roy, colorist, Len Wein, consulting editor, Dave Manic, editor, with special thanks to the Gipper. Could you imagine? Bedtime for Titans. Anyway, how cool that George Perez actually did this. I mean, I feel like, this is like the height of Titans fever, obviously. I mean, you would think that the White House doing a comic book with, DC Comics, it would be Batman or Superman, but at the time, the Teen Titans was probably the best-selling, most popular book in the company, so, and plus you have the, teenager angle here. Starfire being all dramatic and overreacting, of course. How else would we want her? Some great Perez work here. It's interesting to note, because this is more of a, what do you call it? I don't know. Obviously, a more geared towards kids. The modification of Starfire's costume here. It is no longer a 2-piece string metal bikini. It is more of a 1-piece. Very interesting. I liked artistically what Perez did here with the storytelling. I feel like I ripped it off in my own art at some point. This sort of before there were reality show interviews. Here it is. Very documentary style for a comic book. Funny. I mean, I don't know if I mean, anything Titans, Perez on it, I was living for, and I would have been I'm sure, totally in love with Nancy Reagan at the time. Mostly because of Terry Sweeney's portrayal of her on Saturday Night Live, but let's face it, that is the best thing ever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to YouTube it, Google it, whatever. Terry Sweeney as Nancy Reagan, hysterical. I would have loved to have seen the original Perez art. I wonder if he was doing full layouts here, full pencils. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody does a foreshortening shot of Starfire coming at the camera better than George Perez. I mean, he did invent the characters, so obviously he does have the upper hand when it comes to it. I think, like I said, and we'll get to issue 2 in a minute, but more confessional. See, it could be anybody that Terry Long as a child. I'm just kidding. Messed up, right? Artistically speaking, there's a lot of great things going on. Like, I've always loved Raven, especially the way Perez handled her sort of mystic powers and all that. I always thought that she had such a, you know, I feel like Marv Wolfman sort of, in coming up with her character, was kind of like, we need a Doctor Strange, and it's kind of cool that, you know, to make it a female, and sort of, so I somehow think of those elements when we have, like, great Raven imagery, like on Azareth and things like that. I'm a druggie, and yes, I'm gonna stop. Well, I wish I could just stop the video there, because I can't think of a better way to end the video, but we're gonna keep going, guys. Oh, look, you could do your own activities. Share your own druggy thoughts here. I wasn't gonna use the D word in case it flagged me, but whatever. I'm trying to use it creatively. I mean, and this is an anti, you know, this is a pro-Nancy Reagan agenda. Look at this cover art. We've gone downhill, people. I mean, whatever, it's still good art. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this isn't an artist I just recognize by looking at them, which, what does that say about me? Terrible, that you're terrible. Or it was Adrian Gonzalez, and who the hell has ever heard of that person? Joe Gialia and Ricardo Villagrán, of course I know that. Ben Oda. Oh, Marv Wolfman hanging in there. Problem child. I feel like Marv Wolfman probably, oh, now they're just like busting out. I mean, come on, isn't it weird? Like, here they are smoking weed, and like, now it's legal. Totally legal everywhere. I mean, to go from George Perez to this is like, but I don't hate these pencils. They are kind of fun. That's a fun little trip there. That would this would make an awesome black light poster, like, you know, one of those neon velvety kind of black light posters from the 70s. Totally living for that. I think that would be awesome. And that's what I'm getting from this comic book with Nancy with her like 900-year-old signature there. Sorry, this isn't meant to slam Nancy Reagan. It's meant to uplift the Titans and celebrate this Just Say No comic book. Cool. Like, that is cool. I kind of did love that image of Gar there. I thought, you know, as far as, I think my problem with Teen Titans artists is that no one is George Perez, and no one ever will be, and he's my Titans guy, and just, you know, I have enjoyed other versions, and I'm enjoying this one too. Here we go with the Protector. Like, in the first issue, it was Robin, or not Robin, it was Speedy, and now it's the Protector. I kind of wish they would have stuck with Speedy, but once again, I don't know. Is his name the Protector? I feel like it was the Protector. And I do feel like George Perez designed the Protector. And for that one person saying, do your homework, I would once again invite you to, like, to go screw yourself. Okay. Because we're just looking at the art and critiquing it. Trip down memory lane. The most, like, clearly not the most overread comic books in my collection. I mean, they're pretty near mint here. Am I bragging? Possibly. I think the third issue, like, whatever, could you imagine if it, like, I had written in all of this, blah, 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 blah. Dear Nancy Reagan, I promise you I will never, ever, ever, ever smoke a grip of weed in the future. And then I'm crossing my fingers behind my back. Be a hero. Join the president's campaign. Was this also used for the, oh my god, this also was used for the DC role-playing game, I feel. Could you imagine the White House used them? Anyway, issue number 3, in cooperation. Nancy, I mean, what the hell? I can't believe they did so many of these. How long were they in office, for crying out loud? Oh my gosh, like a step in the right direction. How cool is this, you guys? Marv Wolfman, writer, Ross Andru, penciler, Joe Giella, inker, Ben Oda, letterer. I do love Ben Oda letters and Adrian Roy colors. What a pretty Donna face. All my Donna fans out there, you know you love her. Ross Andru, I mean, no kidding. He drew such great Wonder Woman issues. in comics that, no shock that Ross Andru would draw a great Donna. Although I have to say, and this is gonna shed some light on my comic book history experience. Like, I feel like Ross Andru was a name that came to me after George Perez, so I was kind of like, ew. But now I'm kind of like, like choral music. Like, I think it's amazing. I love Ross Andru's art, and who wouldn't? And there we go with Kid Flash looking cool. This is some really good art, considering this is like the Keebler White House Nancy Reagan presents. I can't believe it's not the Teen Titans regular monthly comic. You know, it's interesting how you see like reverse influences. Like, I can almost see like in Mike Allred now a little bit of Ross and Andru, which makes sense. Like, I'm picking up some Steve Rude vibes here. I mean, I feel like that makes sense since they are sort of in the same classic vein. Like, you might even want to throw in an Alex Toth in here, although not as heavy with the negative space and the genius use of blacks. Although I would definitely cite this panel as a genius use of black right there. I love that. That is like the coolest panel of Raven right there. Like, it's kind of incorrect, but so cool at the same time. Very Mystic Arts. Love that. Starfire looks great. I'm definitely rethinking this whole Ross Andru thing. Pink hair and a blunt. What more do you need in life? I don't know. Glitter. The question is, I don't know. The answer is glitter. Protector. Protector, I don't even know her. Don't you hate when you're like, I don't know, can't waste any, get it all. I mean, this is not a proud moment. You know, if I read this comic book, I would be like, you're right. Aside from the glamorous pink hair, drugs are bad. Oh, I just said it. Damn it. Oh, well. What are you gonna do? It's a comic book. Look, flip through. Ooh, love the art there. Very pretty Raven face. Alright, so now I know that Ross Andru definitely drew the Titans many times, so I'm gonna have to do some investigating, because I really fell in love with this art just in this stupid comic book. And what a great way. Love the back cover art here too. I think that's Perez, yeah, for sure. Anyway, and this could possibly be, but yeah, I think so, with like not great inks. I don't know. Anyway, just say no, Nancy Reagan, awareness, 80s comics, you know what I'm saying? Don't make me say it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel, hit like, share my content, and I'll bring you more later.